What's up, guys? Midland here, and we're back on the QNS, although you wouldn't know it by our nice, trusty White Pass and Yukon locomotive. But we are here today doing a little bit of switching here, or wrapping up a little bit of switching here, and then we're actually going to grab a train and start making pickups on our way down the mountain. So the reason we're doing this is I've been kind of doing some cleanup work on the QNS. Thanks to the Angry Ragtimer and Flanagan mod pack. And as such, it's getting towards the end of the day, and well, the sun's getting low. We have a decent amount of money, but we need to get these cars to the interchange before we can really move on. So we're going to do that. And I'm going to at least attempt here to run a proper freight train with a classic, I say classic, still newer, but in terms of the game, but classic American Road switcher. I will say this mod made by Beeman is fantastic. I absolutely love it, and I love the fact it's in the game. You know, some people say it's out of era for the game. I really don't care. Having this in the game is just somewhat of a lifesaver, and I love having it in the game. I would rather have it in the game than not. So folks, as we back up to our train here in Alarka, you can see we have the 5 out on the ready track, ready for its yard switching duties. And then we're going to grab these hoppers here and start heading down the mountain. We have the 1 passenger train here that will get set up for its duties off screen. We're not going to worry about that right now. Right now, all we're going to worry about is hooking up to these hoppers. So, yeah. Also, I hope you enjoy this new style I've been doing of these videos. A little bit different of a style. A little bit, like, a little more chopped up, but also a little bit more succinct. So that way we can cut some of the fluff out and things like that. So let's knock some handbrakes off here and get going. Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying these kind of shorter, just more succinct looks. I'm not really going to have these be an hour long, although that might be entertaining for some. It's just with it just being me talking for that amount of time, it's a little tricky, and you know, I don't want people to feel like I'm overstaying my welcome. So we're going to keep it to these shorter ones. So if you see some choppiness, that's why. That's deliberate. That's not an issue with the recording. That is purely me editing. And as such, you may see some time skips, but I think that just kind of gets out these somewhat boring just travel bits where I'm just waiting for the train to get to where it needs to be in order to do the next thing. So, yeah. Let me know what you think of it, though, in the comments. I truly want to know what you guys think. Alrighty, now that we're pulling into Bryson, I'm going to start getting the brakes applied here. I will say it's really nice having signals on this part of the line. Without signals, it's kind of hard to know fully what you're doing. But we are going to arrive in Bryson here. And we do have a pickup to make. A short pickup, a small pickup. Nothing that the Jeep here can't handle, it's just we have a pickup to make. That bell on. We're doing about 20, which might be above yard speed, but oh well. I'm sure yard speed's probably like 15. But as you can see, we do actually have some more mods here. There's the Bryson station tracks. So there's Bryson station tracks, and then we actually have a mod that makes the Y a little bit longer. So that's always helpful. Okay. I'm going to start coasting it to a stop here. About 12 pounds set on, or 10 pounds set. Because all these cars next to us need to go places. In fact, including these first two cars. These first two cars, or first three cars actually. One needs to go to Ella, so we'll be making a drop-off at Ella, and then we'll actually be making a drop-off at the sawmill too. So that's going to be fun. Alright, set a handbrake just to be on the safe side. Set 2. Not that I think we'll have a problem, but we might. You never know. And the nice thing is, once we get the drop-offs at Wier and Ella done, then it's just straight on to the interchange. I don't have any of the industries at Wilmont fully active yet, so. And Dillsboro is going to be dealt with by the Dillsboro yard switcher tomorrow. So we are going to make sure things happen here. Get our headlight facing the right direction. A little bit of a heavy knock, but oh well. Okay. Now that we made that couple, let's get up to the head end and highball on out of here. $941 Luckily, we'll be getting rid of that in a little bit, or at least part of it, one car of it. So that'll be something at least. Once again, we're just going to keep an eye coming out of the yard. Make sure all of our switches are lined back the way they're supposed to be. We also don't want to go too fast out of the yard, otherwise this could go poorly. And while we're over here, actually, waiting on this train to clear, if we go out this way, you may notice we have another big, huge yard. This is also part of the East Bryson Industries, if I remember right. Also in the Angry Ragtimer mod pack. So we'll have to play with this at some point. But needless to say, the mod pack has drastically changed the way the QNS is going to be operating. So we're going to have to make it work a little bit. In the meantime, we're going to realign our switches. And get on out of here. All right, time to come into Ella. And well, you may notice as we set our brakes here a little bit to help bring our speed under control slightly, there's a lot more here. This is also part of the mod pack. This is like the expanded Ella Industries and something involving Birdtown. I'll probably do more specific operations here once I get it activated. But needless to say, there's just a lot of track everywhere, and this isn't even all of it. So just be aware of that. Yeah, there's just a lot here. There's a lot here. All right, let's get a little bit more of a set going here. Because we do have one drop off to make at the health track right there. So let's get that going here. We're racing against the clock here a little bit. Okay. Make sure this other car... Yep, okay, we don't need to grab that other car. So let's get back on our train and get on out of here. Wake up everybody in the neighborhood as we go back down onto our train. Chunk. And let's get on out of here. Now, in Wier, we have a drop-off to make as well as a pickup. So this should be a teeny bit fun. Because I actually don't know where in the yard that pickup is. So we may have to go past East Whittier to go pick it up. But we'll figure that out when we get there. In the meantime, let's just get out of Ella. All right, we're arriving in East Whittier. Ooh, we're going to need to run some logs here at some point. That train's getting a little bit full. But as you can see, we have in East Whittier a logging mod that gives us more tracks pretty much everywhere. So there's that. Then we also have... Let's bail off the brakes here real quick. We have a big whole yard complex here, and that's because... we have the east of East Whittier Industries right here. So that's fun. Getting that up and running is going to be hilarious. But in the meantime, we kind of have a more pressing problem. And that more pressing problem is I probably actually need to stop. So I'm going to apply the brakes a little harder than I ideally would want. And the reason is I need to unhook these front two cars, pull away from the train, and then what we need to do is somehow drop these, I'm guessing here, because then we need to get on the front of this cut right here. And then it looks like we actually have a car for the Wilmont house track, which I'm not looking forward to. Okay, let's take a set. Okay. Again, stopping a little quicker than I would ideally want. But we gotta hurry up here because sun's going down. We're getting into that twilight hours. We need to get to places. We have got places to be. Though I know what happens if I go through this area too quickly. So we're going to back off there a little bit. Okay. Now we're going to do something like that. Do something like that. And back down onto that cut. Just for backing down onto that cut. I'm gonna throw that switch. That way that's back aligned. And we're gonna get ourselves onto these cars. On track 3. Tie the air in. Keep doing it wrong. Okay. There we go. Alright, I saw a car was 20. Oh, well that could have been a problem. That could have been a massive problem. I'm glad it wasn't. Hopefully we don't have any problems on our way east, because I don't know that I have time to oil all these. Okay, all of these are oiled, so that's good. So we're probably okay. We are probably okay. Oh yeah, we're probably okay. It was just those cars. Glad they didn't cause an issue. We're going slightly spicy. It's fine. Alright. And we only got a couple cars to back up, and then we can keep on going. So let's just shove through this a little bit. Even though we're now at 1,355 tons. That should be fun. Let's get on our way. All right, let's come to a stop here in Wilmont. We need to get this first car off, but the problem is okay, for a second there, I thought we were going to have a problem. I thought we were really close to having a problem. We probably were had I not applied the brakes that hard. So, there is that. So we almost had a problem. A problem was almost had. Now that that's dropped off, let's get back on the train. Let's get back underway. I actually think that's where I'm going to end this episode off, guys. I originally was hoping to end this at the interchange, but as you can probably tell, it's getting a little too dark, and so I'm not going to make you guys put up with that. So just know that this cut of cars did in fact make it to the interchange on the QNS, and next time you see the railroad, it'll be a brand new day. So on that note, guys, I want to sincerely thank you for all support you've shown me through comments, likes, subscriptions, super chats, whatever it is. It all genuinely means a lot and really does help me out. And I hope that all of you enjoyed this next episode on the QNS, and I will see you all next time when, well, we now have 2 interchanges. So this could get fun and interesting. But on that note, guys, I'll ask that you take care and enjoy yourselves and have a wonderful weekend. Till next time, goodbye.